They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Play action. Now it's Brady. That's caught by his big tight end, Wk16. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Brady. That's complete to his tight end, Wk16. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the pass in the running game.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there. For a lot of people, MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Brady's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Levante David in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Brady. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they work this out past the 25.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Hines. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Murray. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now Murray off play action. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run with Hines. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Rondale Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Callaway, the return man. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races.
Fights through, and now a crease. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. They'll try the left side. Hines, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Hines. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Naeem Hines, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Callaway, the return man. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Kevin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Callaway, the return man. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. These two teams have met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Odafe Oweh in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 right around the 9-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking it about the 36. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Carlson is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense.
Here's Murray. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Murray. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. These two teams getting a couple of late-season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Murray now to throw. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's Hines, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he uses quickness to make a play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Hines. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Play fake. Murray. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Murray's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Snap comes to Murray at 1. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you cut touchdown.
Rondell Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Five yards remain on 2nd down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll throw with Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, Henry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Brady got to have this one. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now Brady. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. They hand this one to Gronk. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Second and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Eagles on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on third down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie. And then the film cuts out before the big ending.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Callaway, the return man.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Ready to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking